I think the shaking stopped. It seems so, but we are yet to be out of danger.
You're right. Let's hurry.
This exit needs the Uranus card, too.
Butt card!
Hey, Junpei.
Yeah, I know. Butts. Alright, it's open. Let's go. Okay, Neptune Key, let's see if you work. Yes, I think it unlocked.
This is a really long ending.
Yeah! I mean, it's the true ending. It says incinerator.
Wonder what it is.
This is the incinerator.
This is the first time I've seen it from this side, but yeah, I think so. There ought to be a lever near the door.
Yeah, right here.
Pull that and the door should open.
Got it. Let's go. What the hell's going on? What's wrong? Are you okay?
Jumpy, you came to get me.
Of course I did. I made a promise.
I'm so glad you're here. So glad.
Hey, what happened to you?
I'm fine. I just fainted. I wasn't feeling very good. I'm feeling a bit better now, though.
Are you sure?
Yes, I just need to rest a little longer. I'm sure I'll be fine. You shouldn't worry about me.
Santa.
Hey, where... Hold on. Hey, there we go. Hey, where is it? Where's the gun? You hide it somewhere?
I don't have it. I got sucker punched and they took the gun.
What? Who took it?
What, isn't that obvious? I took the gun.
Ah, deja vu.
Ace!
Gotta grab them boobs. What the hell you think you're doing, Ace? Maybe I ought to say Gentaro Hongu, CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
You have me at a disadvantage, and I don't like that. You know me, but I don't know you. Do you have any idea how much I've suffered? Can you even begin to understand my pain? The pain of prosopagnosia, right? Another irritating insect. And how do you know that, Good question. No matter. If you don't want to answer, it makes no difference to me. This is a waste of time anyway. It's time for me to go. Versus 1. Give me your hand! 8. And with this... 9. The 9th man, Kubota's bracelet. I believe I've won this game. I've had quite a time playing with you. I must thank Zero, I suppose. Wait, what? Ace doesn't know who Zero is? What the hell are you planning, Santa? At any rate, this game ends now. I will escape, and the rest of you will have a slightly less pleasant ending. I suggest you enjoy your final moments. Goodbye.
Wait.
What? What? Why isn't it opening? One more time! Ah! Now open!
Bzz.
No. What is this? Why? The digital root should be 9! It has to be 9!
Get him.
Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Error. Grrrr. Bear noises.
Phew. That was close. Too close. Thank you, Seven.
Don't mention it. Just one punch ain't enough for this piece of shit.
One punch! Sorry, what?
After what he did 9 years ago, I ought to rip him to pieces. But if a suspect can't talk, they ain't much good. Once he's locked up in his cell, we're gonna have a little chat.
9 years ago. Ah, then you must be...
Yeah, you finally figured it out, dumbass.
Ace. You killed Kubota, Nijisaki, and Musashido, didn't you? Wait, Nijisaki? Oh right, you don't know yet. Alright, we'll just go through them in order then. Let's start off with Kubota. You talked to Kabuto. You talked to Kabuto and managed to convince him to go through door Ammonite alone. You killed him without making it look like you killed him.
Because he decided to be really vague with his last words.
The way I figure it, you had 4 motives. 1. In the Nonary game, the number 9 is dangerous. Whoever had the 9 bracelet could join whatever team they wanted. Adding 9 to any number doesn't change the digital root, which means that number 9 could do whatever they wanted. You wanted to remove that threat as soon as possible. 2. You wanted the number 9 bracelet for yourself, so that you could make use of its power. In fact, you did use it in the murder of Nijisaki. 3. Even if his number hadn't been 9, Kubota was a problem. He knew your past. He knew what had happened 9 years before. You needed to silence him before he told anyone. 4. But last and perhaps the most disturbing. You used Kubota as a test. You wanted to know how serious this Nonary game was. Was it truly life or death, or simply a harmless prank? You convinced him to break the rules so you could see what would happen. That was why you killed Kubota, but he was only the first. Next was Nijisaki. While everyone was off looking for the missing parts for the Reds, you ran into Nijisaki near the big hospital room. However, because of your prosopagnosia, you didn't realize he was Nijisaki. Chiefly because, when you met him, he was dressed like Snake. That was why you thought Nijisaki was Snake. No, it's not. That was Nijisaki. Why? How did... I'll get to that. Anyway, you thought he was Snake. Snake was one of the kids in your experiment 9 years ago. You remembered him because he was the blind kid, but his presence made you think. Snake was one of my subjects 9 years ago. He probably hates me. But if that's true, why isn't he saying anything? Is he keeping quiet because he can't see? Or perhaps he's working with Zero to get revenge on me. Whatever the reason, anyone who knows my past is a threat. Before he tries anything, I need to get rid of him. That was when you decided you had to kill him. The murder weapon was Kubota's bracelet. You just waved it over the red. Verified your own number, and then grabbed Nijisaki's arm and forced it over the scanner panel. Then, when the door opened, you kicked him in. 9 seconds later, the door closed. And then 81 seconds passed. And poor Nijisaki was dead. Then you mean to say Snake is still alive?
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm as good as new. Thank you for killing the wrong man, but I can't say I like knowing that you wanted me dead. Although, to be honest, even if you hadn't tried to kill me, I would still hate you very much.
Well, I wouldn't blame you. Last but not least, let's talk about Musashido's death. When Clover and I were investigating the chart room, you came over to talk to me. Do you remember what you said? Oh, a pocket watch. Might I take a look at it? I handed it to you and you left the room. You had been in charge of the Nonary project. Of course you would have known the solution to every puzzle, which would mean that you also knew how to get out of the wheelhouse. All you had to do was place the watch in the indentation on the door to unlock it. With the door open, you could enter the captain's quarters. Musashido was there. Conveniently placed next to him was an axe that practically begged you to kill him with it. You picked up that axe and buried the blade deep in the other man's chest. One blow was all it took. Then you returned to the chart room as if nothing had happened. There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment? I had no reason to say no, so I followed you to the wheelhouse. When we stepped inside, remember how you slipped your hand into my vest? Pulled out a piece of paper, the one I used to cheat during the vote. That wasn't really what you were after. Your true purpose had been to slip the watch into my pocket. It wasn't a very good plan. It had way too many holes, and someone saying the wrong thing could have brought it all down around you. You must have been desperate. But what made you willing to risk it all to do it? Ace. Musashido's murder is the only one I don't understand. You obviously did it, but why? Because of this. What's with the paper? Just read it. Let's see. Number 1. There are 2 ways you might survive this ordeal. The first is to win the Nonary game. The second is for you to confess your sins of 9 years past. I have prepared a camera in the captain's quarters. The images captured by that camera will be streamed through a satellite and distributed across the world. Simply look into the camera and repent. Once you have confessed everything, I will release you from this ship. To make your confession more credible, I have left you a witness in the captain's quarters. Perhaps he will confess with you. The decision is yours. Do as you please. 0.
P.S. Go fuck yourself.
When I awoke in that room on D-Deck, I found that in my pocket. That was why I chose door 1 when we voted. If I went through that door, I knew I could get to the captain's quarters. As you said, I knew how to enter the wheelhouse. My plan was to find the pocket watch before anyone else. If I could, then my alibi would be set. At least, that was the plan. Unfortunately for me, you got to it first. That sleight of hand was the best I could manage on short notice. You meant to kill him from the beginning then. Musashido, I mean. I only knew Musashido was the witness after I reached the captain's quarters. I asked him, and he answered. He seemed groggy. Perhaps he had only just awoken from sedation. I suppose Nijisaki was in much the same state. He seemed confused and disoriented when I encountered him. But yes, you are correct. I intended to kill him from the beginning, even though I didn't know who he was. I proceeded to the captain's quarters in order to remove this so-called witness. Ace, you figured it out, haven't you? You were being manipulated. Yes, so it would seem. I was little more than a puppet in many ways. Everywhere I went, everything was already prepared. The Reds in the large hospital room were dismantled. Nijisaki was dressed like Snake. There was an axe in the captain's quarters. Uzashido was delirious from the anesthetic, so he couldn't fight back. Nijisaki as well. In retrospect, I can't understand how it could have fallen into such a simple trap. But yes, this was a trap. It was Zero's trap, and I fell for it hook, line, and sinker. I did everything he wanted me to do. Yeah. By manipulating you, Zero was able to kill 3 people and keep the blood off his own hands. All of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this Nonary game happened. Am I right, Santa? Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I don't know any...
Ain't no point in trying to play dumb anymore, Santa. Actually, I guess I should call you Aoi Kurosaki, huh? My memory came back to me, kid. You're Aoi Kurosaki, no doubt about it. Never thought I'd be back in this room, talking to you. But hey, guess this was all part of your plan, right? After all, the person who planned the Nonary game this time was around with Zero. Zero's you.
Heh. Looks like you really do have your memories back, huh? Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it then, huh? Yeah, you got me. I'm Aoi Kurashiki. I was one of the kids in the Nonary game 9 years ago. I made it out, so did Snake over there. There's one thing. I guess there's 2 things you got wrong. Number 1, I ain't Zero.
What?
Wait, what? Sure, I was helping Zero out, but I'm really more of an assistant, like a secretary. But an assistant's only an assistant. I didn't come up with all this. All I did was follow Zero's orders. Then, if you're not Zero, who is? Calm down there, Junpei. Didn't I say 2 things? You made one more mistake. Junpei, you just said... all of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this Nonary game happened. That's not it. Revenge isn't the only purpose. There's another reason you guys were playing the Nonary game. To save someone. Save someone? Right. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane. Rhino!
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, good. It froze on my end for a bit there, and I could hear you, but you couldn't hear me. What the hell are you talking about? Akane Kurashiki died 9 years ago in this room. I was there. I saw. What? What the hell? Where is she? Where's Akane Kurashiki? My head feels like it's gonna pop.
7, what the hell is going on?
I don't know. I don't know. I swear to God, my head feels like it's about to explode.
What was the Nonary Project? I'm sure you know already, but I'll tell you one more time. It was a project designed to test a particular phenomenon. And what was that phenomenon? For 2 organisms to communicate with one another in the absence of physical contact. The morphogenetic field theory. Could human beings use these invisible fields to exchange information? That was what this experiment was conducted to determine. There were 2 separate locations. One was a gigantic, and the other was a building in Nevada called Building Q. The 9 children trapped in Building Q were faced with numerous puzzles, copies of identical ones of the gigantic. They were told to send their answers into the morphic field set, and transmit them to their brothers and sisters on the gigantic. The transmitters were put in Building Q, and the receivers were put on the gigantic. Each sibling pair was supposed to be split up, but there was a mistake. Akane was a transmitter, She should have been in Building Q. However, for some reason, she was placed on the Gigantic with the receivers like me. Perhaps she was mistaken for someone who was supposed to be in Group A. Whatever the case, Akane ended up on the Gigantic. I think I've told you enough. You get it, don't you? I'm pretty sure you know where this is going, Junpei. Where what is going? Don't play dumb. You know things you shouldn't, things you couldn't. How did you know Ace had prosopagnosia? How did you know why Ace wanted to kill Kubota and how Nijisaki was killed? Were you surprised when you found out Ace was Hongu? And what about the coffin Snake was trapped in? How the hell did you open it? Well, that's...
Voices in my head.
He knew because I knew. Junpei was receiving information that I sent to him through the Morphic Field Set. I guess this is you, then.
It's simple, really. How do I know the alternate futures, then? Imagine a river that splits in two, like an upside-down Y. The river flows from the top to the bottom, from a single stream into two branches.
I don't think this is meant to be creepy.
It only flows in one direction. It can never flow backward. Information is the same way. It moves from the past to the future, but never flows backward. That's why people at the river's source in the past will never know about those downstream in the future. But the people downstream will never know about one another either. Information only flows along the path of the river. But I am different. I can manipulate the Morphic Field Set to pluck knowledge from the future. I know what happens on either fork of the river, even though the people on either fork know nothing about one another. Now, who am I? I am I, the 9th letter of the alphabet. But I am also Z. Hello?
Okay, it broke up a bit. Repeat the one that's currently on screen.
I didn't read this one at all.
Oh.
No, that's not true. I'm not really zero. Not yet. Perhaps you could say that I am less than zero. Zero is my future. In 9 years, I will be zero. Okay, so we got a psychic imprint thing going on.
Where did she go? June. No, Akane. Where did you go?
Santa?
Why is Clover... Oh, shit. Freeze. Santa's got the gun.
Santa's got the gun.
Guess he picked it up when we weren't watching. Looks like he's turned the tables on Ace, though. Wonder how he likes having a gun to his head. Get up. Sure isn't about to take that gun off of him for a minute, is he?
There's that crazy look.
Ace isn't putting up any kind of fight. I mean, I don't think I would either, but he just looks drained.
I have anime protagonist hair. You cannot defeat me.
I guess he's going for the door, huh? He doesn't need to verify to go through that door, but... Hey, what's your plan, Santa? What are you doing? He can't get through any numbered doors with just 2 people. What the hell is he thinking? Didn't I tell you? I'm Santa Claus. It's time for me to go make a wish come true. That's it? That's all he's gonna give us? What the hell does that even mean? Shit, they're out.
Santa's got a gun.
And now the gate's shut. Looks like the rest of us are stuck in here. They're all looking at me. At least Seven's headache is gone. He seems to be alright. Well, I guess there's no harm in trying. Let's see if this door still opens. Damn. Well, it looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon. You mean we're trapped?
So it would seem. The hell is Santa trying to do? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what? Have you considered where we are? There can really only be one thing Santa would do right now.
No, you can't be serious. Oh, but he is. Shit, we've got to do something. Maybe we can still get out through door 9. There's the red. Yeah, alright, we can do this. I've just gotta... No, it's not gonna work. There's no way. The 5 of us can't open this door. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. Becomes 2 plus 6 equals 8. Is there any combination that'll work?
Junpei, can I borrow your pen and notebook?
Sure, why not? I don't think I'm gonna need them. Ever again. Well, she certainly looks purposeful. It's like she's writing equations. A lot of them. Huh? Ah, man, she doesn't look very happy. What? Hey, no need to be ripping out pages like that. Jeez.
The hell are you doing, Clover? Give me that.
Alright, at least 7 got it away from her. Maybe now I can get a look at what she was writing. Let's see.
Everyone but Lotus.
What?
Then there's no other way.
Lotus. Looks like she'd figured it out, though. Man, this is just too cruel. It's okay. Go. Lotus.
Come on, you know we can't do that.
Oh, don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me.
God damn, you idiot. Don't go throwing my bitch tits comments back in my face.
Well, where the hell did that come from? It's like she expected that about as much as I did.
Doubt, fear not. Look at me bad, alright?
For Cop, he sure doesn't have much confidence. Bad?
Yeah. If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job.
Huh?
Look, I'm not just leaving you behind, alright? End of story.
7. He's right. I'm not leaving you either.
Me too. You honestly didn't think I'd abandoned you, did you?
You're all idiots. Act as tough as you want, Lotus. We can all see you're about to cry.
That being said, however, I doubt we would be able to open the door anyway, even if we were noticed behind. Oh, why? I trust you remember what happened to Ace. I couldn't, see exactly what happened, but I was able to guess what he was attempting to do earlier at the red.
Yeah. No. What is this? Why? The digital root should be 9. It has to be 9. Then why? Why isn't it opening?
I still don't quite get why Zero and Santa would try and kill the rest of us, because aside from Ace, while they mostly seem to be loosely connected to it, they didn't do anything wrong.
I mean, from what I gather, I think they're jumping to conclusions. I don't think they're trying to kill us. Notice how the countdown timer hasn't started yet. I think they're just going on to do their thing and being like, yeah, they'll get out.
Okay. Just to see, why don't we give it a shot?
Whoops.
Just to see, why don't we give it a shot? Give it a shot.
There's cheese on the shelf. There's cheese on the shelf. Sweet.
Yes, that is what I said.
Sweet.
You were right. It ain't opening. And it did open 9 years ago. The digital root was 9 then, I'm sure of it.
Think maybe they changed the settings?
Perhaps.
Shit. If we can't get through the door, we can't get out. The walls are way too high. There's no way in hell we could get to that hole 7 popped out of 9 years ago. All we could do is stand here and stare at this door with a 9 on it. Guess this is it. This is the end.
Except it's not.
Credits start rolling.
I was watching. I had watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated his eardrums I heard. Smell, taste, touch. I felt everything he felt. I knew. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. All of his feelings and worries became mine.
I just realized in the upper right it now says Akane Vision.
Oh, so it does.
I just noticed that! Jeez.
My mind, my consciousness, was inside of him. Through the morphic field set we were resonant, and we were as one. I was him, and at the same time, I was an observer. It started with a tremendous noise like a clap of thunder. That was approximately 9 hours ago. A bomb had gone off inside the ship we were on. That was when my resonance with him began. My resonant event melted into him, and we became one, inside of Junpei. Somehow I find myself in Junpei's mind 9 years in the future. But I didn't lose myself. I was living in 2 realities at once. One was the present, and the other was the future. Perhaps you can think of it as 2 movies showing on the same screen at the same time. Eventually, it becomes difficult to separate them and determine which movie is which. However, if I concentrated, I was able to focus on one or the other. That was why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me.
Come on, over here. Oh, come on, over here!
That was my brother Aoi. He was yelling. I followed him. Around me were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age.
Come on, hurry up!
We ran down a long, straight hallway and burst into the large hospital room. That was the slowest burst I've ever seen. Everyone was arguing. 2 of the boys got into a fist fight. The girl watching them began to cry.
I want to go home!
She cried.
I want to go home!
Another girl slapped the crying girl and glared down at her. It has been 2 hours since the nonary game began. We were starting to fall apart. But just when all hope was lost, Light started talking. He was blind. 9 years later, we would call him Snake. Hello, everyone. Could you come over here for a moment? He was older than the most of us, and his voice had authority and dignity. Fights died down, and we gathered around him. I have a little sister. She is very important to me. Right now, she is over in Building Q and is desperately trying to send information over to me. Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday. As he spoke, he pulled something from his pocket. In his hand were 9 4-leaf clovers. We called hacks. I was going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted.
Can I just interrupt to point out how the fuck did let alone anyone finding 9 4-leaf clovers, how did a blind person find 9 4-leaf clovers?
Hands and knees. Also, can I guess that chick in the bottom center is related to,
Lotus?
Yeah.
I imagine it's one of Lotus's kids, yeah.
Yeah, one of her daughters.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant, well, it is difficult. But my sister means a great deal to me, and I hope that these would show her how much I care for her. Since it's her 9th birthday, I thought 9 4-leaf clovers would be appropriate. Every one of you has a brother or a sister in Building Q with Clover. For their sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this ship. Do you understand? If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember. We need trust and love, and we have to have faith in one another. If we could take all 3 of those to heart, then I promise that good luck will come our way. Did you know that the leaves on a 4-leaf clover mean faith, trust, love, and luck? Those words are leaf words. I'm still trying to figure out which of these damn kids is, June. So if you believe what I've told you...
Lower right.
Yeah, okay, I see.
Yes, because they specifically said Akane is the one with the red tie.
Right. I want you each to have one of these. They're a promise between friends. He gave a clover to each of us. I took one too. Eventually, he was left with only a single 4-leaf clover. He had one last thing to say. Now don't ever forget, so long as you have that, we will always be connected. Do you understand? When he finished, the tension of only a few minutes before was gone. We were calm. After that, we ran around the ship for a while longer and opened several of the numbered doors until we finally found a door with the number 9 on it. In fact, there were 2 doors with 9 on them, and we found them in the chapel. We split into 2 groups and walked through the doors. And we ended up in the fucking incinerator. The fuck? It is kind of fucked up. Like, you will escape into hell. Before long, we all found ourselves in a room with a ceiling that looked like an upside-down funnel. For some reason, this room had another 9, but this time it was only the 1. But if there was only 1 door, that meant only 5 people could escape. What were we going to do? There aren't any other doors. We began to panic. Then, as if things had not gotten bad enough already, Warning. Warning. Emergency Incineration Command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat. Emergency Incineration Command has been acknowledged.
What? What's happening? What did that thing say? That didn't sound good.
My brother Alvy swallowed hard and answered.
I think it means this room is gonna burn. Burn? The plaque on the door says incinerate. Oh. The plaque on the door says incinerator. And that voice said that the incineration is about to start. And incinerate means to burn. No! Help me!
Abject terror filled the room as everyone began to scream and cry. Every pair of eyes were filled with despair. Then, high up on the wall, a door opened, and a man appeared. He was huge, frightening mountain of a man, large as a bear. 9 years later, we would call him 7. Don't worry, kids, I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. I'm a detective, and I'm here to rescue you. The rest happened just like 7 had said it did. The 4 of us who had stayed behind were saved by 7. We crawled through the vent, away from the incinerator, and slid down into the hall. Where the fuck did that 9 door go? I'm really curious. We came out the other side of door 9. Oh, on the wall opposite the door was a set of double doors. We went through those and began to run up the spiral stairs. As we ran, I led the way. Behind me were Nona, my brother Aoi, Snake, and Seven. The other children, the ones who'd gone through door 9 before us, were up ahead. I could hear them cheering each other on. We ran and ran and ran and ran and ran. We leapt across as many stairs as we could and kept running. The stairs spiraled upward like a tornado. Eventually, I pulled ahead of the rest. Perhaps Nona had slowed them down. Who the hell is Nona?
Notice's kid.
Ah, got it. I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. I didn't stop, but I glanced over my shoulder from time to time to see if they caught up. That was when I realized. Oh no, where is it? Did I drop Jumpy's present? I knew I'd had it with me when we passed through the vent. Then, had I dropped it as we slid out? I had to go back. I had to. But I knew I couldn't tell the others. They would stop me, I was sure of that. I didn't stop to think, I simply moved. I ran to the central hall, the room that had connected to all the other areas of the ship. I hid in the shadows, and moments later I felt a rush of wind as they ran past me up the staircase. Secretly, I multi-classed into Rogue that day. I waited until they were out of sight, and then I ran. I moved as quietly as I could, down, and down, and down. Finally, I reached the bottom deck. I ran into the hallway and looked around frantically. There it is. It was just where I thought it'd be, sitting under the opening of the vent. I ran over and snatched it from the floor, but as I ran back towards the stairs in freedom, the door to the incinerator opened and a man stepped out. It was Hongu. Gentaro Hongu. 9 years later, we would call him Ace.
Ah, how wonderful to see you decided to come back.
His smile made my blood run cold. It looked mechanical, as if someone had simply pulled out the corners of his mouth.
Come with me. We must continue the experiment.
I shook my head, eyes wide. Slowly, I began to walk backwards. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Then I spun around and broke into a run. I felt Hongu's hand close over my left wrist.
I said come with me!
Where's that present I had? There was an edge of insanity to his voice now. I pulled as hard as I could. No, stop! Let go of me! Let go! I shook my body and flailed my arms, trying desperately to get Hongu to let go of me. But I was still only a child. I was no match for a man like Hongu.
Stop struggling, goddammit! Do as I tell you!
He heaved on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed. Help me! Somebody help me! Then suddenly...
Akane!
The door to the stairs flew open. My brother Aoi burst out of it. Behind him came Steven and Snake. Seven and Snake. Look, I've been doing damn good so far, excuse me.
Akane!
He cried my name again as he leapt toward Hongu. You came back, I cried out. But then...
Ha! You're too late, idiot!
Hongu threw his full weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator. Ah! The force of it threw me to the floor. I scrambled to my feet and looked toward the open number 9 door. Hongu stood between it and me, but behind him I could see my brother, his fist clenched. Those fists never reached Hongu. With the cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the door slammed shut. Hongu glanced at me mechanically, his face registering that there was an object there, but not anything he would consider a human being. He then turned away and walked to the red that sat next to the door. He reached into his pocket and removed 2 bracelets. He waved them both over the scanner panel. 2 asterisks appeared on the red. He checked the screen, then tossed the bracelets carelessly onto the floor. What was he doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all and walked past me as though I were nothing more than a rock by the roadside. A few moments later, the 2 other doors slid shut as well. Faintly, I could hear someone pounding on the door behind me. I turned around and ran toward the door with the 9.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
I could hear a voice from the other side of the door. A worried, frightened voice. Help me! My throat was already raw, but I screamed as loud as I could. My voice echoed lonely around the empty room. What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here.
Where's Hongu?
He went out the other door.
What?
Then it started again. Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Incineration will begin in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Holy shit. Man, I knew what it was gonna say, but that is one hell of a creepy voice. Notice how it now says Junpei Vision.
I knew it.
It's starting.
Since I started the incinerator. Fuck, man, I never thought I'd hear that damn voice again after 9 years.
What the hell? What the hell? What in God's name are you talking about? I just want to point out, I find it kind of funny how Lotus is, like, really not connected to this, for the record. Like, Lotus and Junpei are the most disconnected. Because, like, Snake, Santa, June, and Clover were, to various extents, part of the game itself.
Yep.
Ace and Ninth Man, I'm just using codenames for simplicity, Ace and Ninth Man ran it, 7 disrupted it. Then you've got Lotus, who investigated it a little bit, and her kids were a part of it, and Junpei, who
seems not connected at all, other than
who
Akane.
just happens, who's just the friend of someone who was in it and got chosen. I just find it really funny how disconnected we are. Normally in games like this, it's like, this one person is secretly connected to it. Instead, it's like, these 2 people are the only ones not connected. It's 9 years this and 9 years that, and when it's not 9 years, something that you're talking about some sort of fucking experiments who aren't making any sense! I'm sorry, Lotus, but we really don't have time to explain it right now. I promise I'll tell you everything once we get out of here. But
can I just say, she looks a lot less slutty whenever you actually had the full view of her and realize she's wearing pants.
Yeah.
Because with that little usual portrait we get of her, it looks like she's wearing a towel. Incineration will begin in 17 minutes. I'm giving you fuckers a minute-by-minute countdown. Make it count. You know what that means, right? Incinerate means burn.
What kind of an idiot do you think I am? I know what incinerate means.
Well,
God damn it. Okay, fine. I won't ask anything else. Talk about whatever you want. But you have to do something for me. 7, figure this out.
why me?
Just shut up and stop this thing.
How the hell?
There has to be some sort of emergency shut-off button.
There isn't anything like that.
How the hell do you know?
Because I looked for it 9 years ago.
Please stop clicking.
No, that wasn't clicking. That was me playing with the sticker, but I will stop.
Please, yeah, thank you. Yeah, Lotus isn't happy about that. Can't really blame her. Wait. The floor. It's moving.
Oh, well, that's new. Hey! What? What the fuck? Puzzles?
What else can I say about it but... What the hell is that?
Yeah, that's a pretty good reaction.
Akane Vision!
What is that? What else could I say? The floor opened and a machine rose up out of it. It looked like a computer. At least, it kind of did. There was a monitor and a keyboard, a cross-shaped device of some kind, a drum kit, a lot of wires, a microphone. I feel like I need more people for this. Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off even as more took their place, and I forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen. It was blank. All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass, drenched in tears.
All I could see on the screen is a reflection of my own face.
I'm sweaty.
I'm looking kind of freaked out. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but seeing it kind of drives it home. Okay, Junpei, just calm down, alright? Everything's gonna be okay. Gah! Man, I wish that thing would just shut up.
Warning. Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
Alright, back to this thing. If it's only showing up now, then it's gotta be important. But, what the hell am I supposed to do with it? Hey, move! Yeah, hey, we're all tense, lady. It doesn't mean you get to shove people around. Okay, it's turned on. There's nothing on the screen, though. This is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, how are we supposed to do anything with it? Sure, I'll just push buttons. I'm sure that'll... Huh.
So does that look like it vaguely says password to you at the bottom?
Looks like it's on now. Kind of.
There's some letters missing, obviously.
It's on the screen, though. Oh.
What is this? Oh, the letters are all up top. Okay. What's up?
It looks like some sort of puzzle. It's got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered across a 5x5 grid. The numbers range from 1 to 8.
Do you think that if we solve this puzzle...
The incinerator will stop? Yeah, well, we can hope, right? Alright, puzzle, how do you work? Ah, man, that goddamn voice again.
Incineration will begin in 13 minutes.
Shit, 13 minutes. Can we really do this? My heart feels like it's gonna pop.
My heart was pounding like it was about to explode. I stared at the puzzle on the screen. I was sure I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. My connection to Jumpy had been gone for a while. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. I felt the seconds tick by as I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears... Oh, wait a minute.
Keep reading.
What? Okay, fine. But if what I'm thinking right now actually comes to pass, I'm just gonna be like, whoa. Damn. Then I heard a voice. That's you.
Hey, I don't know who! Hey, what are you doing?
It was muffled.
Oh.
I turned around. Pressed against the window in the entry door was a face. Frightening, evil face. Oh, I guess it was Ace. It was Hongu. I thought it was Junpei in the future being pushed by...
Oh.
How long had he been watching me?
Aw, don't know what to do.
He was yelling, but his voice was still muffled.
It's simple, really. But I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine.
His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and glared at Hangu, struggling to hold back hot tears. You're a terrible person. I hate you.
Oh my, how could you call a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? That's not very nice. I'm quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty. You see, I've even left you a way out.
Way out?
Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that and you can stop the incinerator.
What's the point of stopping it? You only capture me and make me do all this again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
My goodness. Haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you I'm a fair man.
Question mark face?
If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you will escape.
The verification function of the red? Then I remembered. Before Hangu left the room, he had scanned 2 bracelets into the red.
Ah, so you do remember. Right now there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1 and the second is 3. Say, Akane, what's your number?
I looked down at my left hand. Face on my bracelet showed a 5. Math. I ran to the door with a 9 on it. I grabbed the red and put my hand against the scanner panel. Look at my tiny hand.
You really aren't one for listening, are you?
I hear Hangu's muffled voice across the room.
I already told you, didn't I? Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you?
Why? Why are you doing this?
You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys. Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
I can't. I don't know how.
Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the morphogenetic field and find the solution.
I can't.
Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. It's going to be quite hot in there in a few minutes. I imagine it will be very painful.
His horrible laugh echoed across the room. Even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it. Incineration will begin in 10 minutes. I was crying, great gulping sobs broken by hiccups that shook my body. I don't know where the word threatened came in. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. Somehow I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. I stared at the monitor. I just can't, there's no way, I can't figure this out. What was I going to do? I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts, and all I could think of was that this is how I was going to die. My palms were sweaty, and my blood was boiling in my veins. I thought of spaghetti. It was hot. So hot. I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest, as if it would pound itself to pieces.
Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun dun.
I reached into my pocket. I wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get. Doll Jumpy had given me. At least I had that. I held it tight with both hands and prayed. Oh, so it wasn't her present for him, it was him present he already gave. Help me, Jumpy. Help me. Help me. Help me. Jumpy. 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 Please. Help me. Jumpy!
Akane!
Did he also say that?
Seven also says it, yes.
Okay. Akane!
Who the hell is Akane?
Lotus just confused.
Shut up! Just shut the hell up! Seven and Lotus don't understand. I think Clover and Snake have an idea, though. Clover's looking at me, and I think Snake may have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over here. Akane! Akane, can you hear me? Akane, say something! Fuck. Did something break our connection? I swear I just heard her. Shit. Akane! Answer me, Akane!
Jumpy? I spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. He was older and hotter. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course. But I heard it so clearly. Like he was right there. Jumpy! I screamed as loud as I could.
Akane!
Jumpy! I continued to look like Hermione from Harry Potter.
That's her! She's there!
Then that means...
Akane! Akane! Are you in an incinerator right now?
Yes, I am. How did you know? Couldn't believe that he knew that. I thought she knew that he knew.
Now I understand what Santa meant. Right, there's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister, to save Akane. I think I get it now.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes. Jumpy, we don't have time. As quickly as I could, I told him I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator.
Got it. And I do. I get everything now. At last, I finally understand what all of this means. I know why the Nonary game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my god. This is insane! I can't believe it, but there's only one possible answer. June is... Zero is... Akane Kurashiki. She recreated the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now! That means that there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is all some sort of insane plan, I will save her. I will save Akane Kurashiki. I must save her, no matter what!
Incineration will begin in 6 minutes. The voice reminded me of how much time I had left. Jumpy!
Yeah, I know. Just hang on, alright? I promise I'll get you out of there. I'm not gonna let you die, I promise. So don't worry, alright? Just give me a few minutes, okay?
You probably look nuts as fuck to Lotus right now. Okay. My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. It felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with my feelings for him.
Alright, time to get to work, Junpei. Is Snake talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way!
Just push Lotus onto the floor.
Hey, what are you... Just trust me, okay? Sorry, Lotus. I didn't mean to snap, but there's a lot more at stake here than
And
your
your
pride.
boobs.
I'll apologize later, alright? Now let's have a look at this thing. I've got numbers all over this grid. I think the panels are out of order. So I just need to switch these out. Staring at it isn't going to accomplish anything. I just have to try it. Think of what I did all those times before.
Kevin's sitting here staring at this thing. I'm still not sure what to do.
I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
Other than the fact that you can make it actually say password at the bottom, I don't know.
Seek a way out. Alright. Let's do the obvious thing.
So that one is bolted in.
Huh.
Oh, we win.
Nope. I don't think so.
We won.
Wait, really?
Yes, that was it.
Please enter password.
We had to unlock the option to enter the password. Oh my god, is the password 999?
No. There's 7 in it. How do I backspace? Reset. Password. We didn't have a clue for this, did we?
No, that's 6. Yeah, that's that. I thought of that, but that's 6.
Nope. Yeah, I just thought,
Nope, that's too long. Nope. I don't know any 7 words. Are we?
Okay, we can't go back, so it's clearly something here.
Try 999 for me. Look, you tried a 6-letter word. I get to try a 3.
All right, there. Okay. Wasn't memory.
Digital? Nope.
Password. I mean, putting a password now then. Are there any hints? What the hell am I supposed to put here? Hang on. Okay. Hints.
The letters are all there.
They're not in a different order at all.
It's too short for the actual word password. What would a crazy fuck put as a password?
It doesn't even fit.
Root?
These are all way too simple. It's not going to be that. The screen appeared after I solved the last puzzle. Maybe the hint was in that one.
What the fuck? It was a digital root grid. What do you want?
How do I go back? How would I go back then?
You can't. It was numbers and a digital root grid.
The puzzle. The answer ended up being password. And after it was an extra space. The 9th square. Maybe that's the password. The 9th square?
It's a password, just 9 singular.
Are you kidding me? Oh, wait, hang on.
That's what flashed up everywhere. Oh my
Yes,
god.
that's it. Akane, did you get it?
Ah. Yes, I did it. I solved it. I mean, really, you solved it for me, but I copied everything you did. No, I just had to press enter. Well, fucking do it.
What the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Okay, I will. Hit the enter key. Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed. Incineration system has been disabled.
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
Are you fucking kidding
Of
me?
what the password was?
That entire thing was so easy!
Yeah.
And the worst part is, I'm gonna tell you something when we get through this!
Okay, first of all, it was designed for children.
I'm gonna tell you something when we get through this!
Okay, Jumpy. I'm still waiting to see if this whole time travel thing I've got in mind is gonna pan out. It worked! It worked! The incinerator shut down! It worked! Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him, but they were a very different sort of tears. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. At the same time, what strength I'd had left disappeared and I collapsed to the floor. For a while I just lay there, laughing and crying and enjoying being alive. Every time I thought about him, my heart would burst.
Can't quite believe I did that. But I'm so glad. So glad.
Hit the enter key yourself, genius!
I feel like my heart's on fire.
Oh wait, we are already dead. Why is it still ominous in here?
No, I don't have time to be thinking about that kind of shit. I need to tell Akane. Akane! Sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
It's all cool, bro. Oh, of course, that's fine. I wiped my tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. I looked over at a corner of the floor. There were 2 bracelets that Hongu had left behind.
Now, well, Seven and Lotus don't look particularly happy with me. Not a very nice look to give someone who just saved your lives, guys.
Junpei, are you...
Okay. Ah, shut it. Right, okay, so maybe they have a reason to be pissed off. So what if I haven't pressed the enter key
Fucking
yet?
press the enter key!
Alright, nothing holding me back now! Here goes! Wait.
Incineration will begin in 90 seconds. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. It doesn't sound like it's stopping.
What the shit? Why isn't it stopping? Okay, maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Just hit it again! And again! And again! Okay, that's not working either. The alarm's still going off. What the hell is going on? I've got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. So why the fuck isn't this thing stopping?
Incineration will begin in 60 seconds.
Wait, of course! That's what the numbers that showed up after the puzzle mean. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. Snake, Clover, me, 7, and Lotus. Then, door 9. No, that's it! The number on the door isn't a 9! It's not even a number! It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that...
The fucking lowercase q.
Holy shit. Of course. We just have to put the right number into the red and...
Incineration will begin in 30 seconds.
Run, guys! Get to the door! Run! Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, don't have much time! Man, I sure hope they can just trust me on this one or we are all fucked! Alright, no time to explain, just go! Quick, verify your numbers on the red!
Verify? Who? What combination?
All of us! We need to verify! All of us! Why? You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it! Hurry, 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 hurry!
Incineration will begin in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Man, you are lucky this thing has like a couple second warm-up time, just long enough for that door to open. Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled. Oh wow, we actually had a safety mechanism on this damn thing.
Oh, thank fucking Christ. No, no time to be happy, time to go! Hurry, we've only got 9 seconds before the door closes. Go, go, go!
Everyone,
come on, guys, move
everyone
it!
dodge roll through the door.
Okay, they're all through. Move it, Junpei. Just in time. There goes the door. No, don't calm down yet. You're not done. You still gotta find the dead.
Dead.
Found it.
Beep, 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 beep.
I was about to say, I find it funny how Snake verifies even though he has a false arm, so he can just take the thing off there and realize, oh right, he's trying to save us too.
Yeah, I'm good. Shit. Looks like we made it, huh? I was evil. Down. I'm just kidding.
Man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. You can laugh if you want to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap, but... Akane! Akane, can you hear me? Akane!
Is it bad I'm kind of expecting Santa to just walk up doing a sarcastic slow clap like a villain? It's just like,
I honestly can't tell.
Congratulations, you did it.
I actually can't tell if Santa's even a villain at this point.
No, like not being a villain, but like a you solved the thing. Congrats. But I'm kind of
okay.
So I'm doing the slow clap.
Okay. I feel like at this point it's pretty clear that Ace is the only still alive villain, and Santa was like an assistant.
Yep.
Who made himself look like a villain.
Yep.
I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel. But nothing.
Deep. Click. So is that just a fucking lowercase q? The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
Owie! Your name sucks. I cried his name even though my voice was almost gone from screaming and left into his arms. You should be called Santa.
That's stupid.
Oh, owie.
Akane.
I buried my face in his chest and cried again. I cried and cried and cried.
Snake was like, I don't know what's going on.
The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home.
You still gotta activate the dead there, girl!
I was home. Its beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go and held him as tight as I could. And then Snake was all like, bitch, verify. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body in what seemed like an eternity. I just wanted to stay there in his arms forever. Boom! But I couldn't. The moment I'd passed through the door, my bracelets had begun the countdown to death. I looked away from it and looked around. The door had already closed. I spied the dead only a short distance away. It took me only a moment to get to it and scan all the bracelets. I let the ones Guru had dropped on the scanner panel. Beep, 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 beep. That was it? Beep. Click. I took a deep breath and looked around again. Oh wait, took a breath. The huge detective who'd we call 7 in 9 years, and Snake, the blind boy, were looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung open.
Alright, let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again. I was trying to skip forward because I didn't know who was talking.
I understand that. Aoi was right. It was time we got moving, as I thought that this puzzle actually could have legitimately been solved by someone guessing it actually was. The mention of Hongo Senior jarred Seven and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running up the spiraling stairs to freedom. Damn, these are a lot of stairs.
Time for more running. But if they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again. Huh? Is Seven talking?
Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something as we're running up these stairs and I'm entranced by these jiggling things in front?
What's up? Also, she totally has blur lines on them.
I know. That door, the one with the 9 on it, why'd it open?
Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the red. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 equals 26. That makes our digit root 8. It shouldn't have opened. It's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already. Huh? Why? Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases?
Yeah. What are the 2 numbers in base 2? 0 and 1. How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
And how about base 16? 0 to F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. 0 or B, C, D, etc. You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
So, what about it?
You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27? Base 27? That's absurd. Yeah. Well, the numerical digits are the same, so I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16.
H is 17, I is 18, J is 19. Man, this is a sure way to pass the time when going upstairs.
K is 20, L is 21, M is 22.
N is 23, O is 24, P is 25.
Yeah, and what comes after that? Q.
26.
And what does that mean? That wasn't a 9 on the door.
It was a Q. A fucking lowercase q.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess to put it another way, you can say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27. Time for more running. God, my thighs are killing me. I swear any moment now I'm gonna tear a muscle. I feel like every single cell in my body is dying for air.
Why are we running?
Damn, every breath I take is a chore now. I feel like my lungs are gonna burst. Maybe just a short rest. Nope, can't stop, don't have time.
Oh, right, explosions.
Come on, legs, there can't be many more of these steps left. Let's run. Run!
We've now
Like a
reached
bullet down a
floor
rifle
2
barrel.
of 27.
Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. I feel like we're running along the back of a giant coiled dragon. Finally!
Or...
Yeah!
Jolly good, sir. Junpei was the dragon.
Jesus, I can barely breathe. No, Junpei, no time to rest. Pull yourself together, you're almost there.
Hey, does this door here look like crosshairs to anyone else? Bang.
Alright, I'm gonna open it.
Yeah?
Yes?
We're finally here. Please do.
Sure, you look like a big heavy door, but you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom! But even more important than that, you're the only thing standing between me and Akane. You're gonna open, and you're gonna open now!
Hey, fine, shit. Twist my arm, why don't you? Try to say twist my knob.
Oh!
Oh, sorry, Specs. Didn't mean to get you there. I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was Aoi's. I gave it a small, reassuring squeeze. I was so happy. Ugh. I was so happy I felt like I could melt.
I was also really healthy.
My heart was at peace. And not only because my brother and I were back together again. Thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us who had been kidnapped. We were finally able to escape the Gigantic. On the distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. I'm starting to think we're going alternate dimensions now. Its last cry echoed out across the ocean, and then it was gone.
It's over.
Yeah. It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This was only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years. Don't you slow fade to black on me. This is not enough for a freaking epilogue. No. No. Okay.
Yes! Finally! Air! Yeah! Damn, that sun is bright. I can barely see anything. Huh. Gotta admit, this doesn't look quite like... Wait. No way.
Oh.
You have gotta be shitting me.
Oh.
Don't, Rhino. Don't. I'm really sick and tired of you doing it. Don't. What?
It can't be. This is... I fucking knew it.
Just because you knew it for 10 seconds doesn't mean you knew it.
This is a building in the Nevada desert. The mock experiment building.
Oh my god. This whole time we were in Building Q. Sure enough, there's a desert out there with mountains all around it. Hello there, son. Boy, am I ever glad to see you.
Sup?
I don't think I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh? Did I just hear something fall? Right, our bracelets. Guess I've never really got a good look at the underside of one of these. Let's see what's inside you. Just a little electronic chip, like in an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. There was never a detonator to begin with.
What? But what about...
Figures. Akane.
What about Nine Guy?
I mean, maybe he had one, but we didn't.
Jumpy.
Heh. Guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind.
Turn around, stupid. Gosh.
I did click. It's playing music. I think it's getting ready to like fade or something. There we go. Alright, so! About that final puzzle! Here's the thing. That final puzzle was changed in this re-release, apparently. Because I know what the final puzzle is in the original game.
Oh?
It's not a lot. It's not much more climactic. It's a Sudoku puzzle. It's at least more difficult than Password 9.
Wait, then what was all this shit about ice? That was just the password?
I don't know. I guess. Also, don't worry. There is from what I know, there is a post-credits.
Oh, thank God, because there's still some questions.
I don't know how many answers we're gonna get. I don't know the post-credit scene for the record. I just know there is one.
So many fucking twists at the end.
Jesus Christ.
They're just like, don't worry, this is all grounded in logic. Oh, by the way, the end here.
I mean, I feel like it happens pretty frequently where there's stuff that's like, this is grounded in logic. There's a bit of a hint of supernatural stuff, though.
Yeah, and at the end, it's just like, just twist it up a little bit so you couldn't have seen it coming. Fuck, that took forever at the end.
Jesus Christ. Ugh. Let it be known, from just the point where we started this route, as in, like, when we were about to... Hey, it's his eye. When we were going to choose door 1 and whatnot, it's been almost 6 hours since then.
What? What?
Yeah. I didn't think it would take that long.
Me neither. I was wondering where the fuck my day off went. Hey, boobs.
Hey, hugs. Bye.
No detonators, huh?
I don't know, maybe he had one, but nobody else did. I don't know.
What the?
Hi, Zero.
Eh.
Zero! Zero! What the fuck?
Remember when I beat the shit out? Oh wait, no, that was when you defended me and the shit beat out of you.
I guess.
I think that was when one of our flashbacks at the very beginning of the game.
Something like that. I don't know. Maybe.
Post credits. Post credits.
Oh. Akane vision.
Are you okay?
Ah, come on. This is nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't look okay. It was just before the end of elementary school. Jumpy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill, looking down at the town as the sun slowly set.
How does it look then?
He was half serious and half joking. I thought about it for a minute, first. Well, let's see. It looks like he kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and growing.
Heh. What does that even mean?
Jinping grinned and...
Ow! 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 Ow!
See, I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless. You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something.
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Look at the Nevada desert go past.
And future.
For an SUV, this thing is a pretty smooth ride. Sure was nice of someone to leave it for us outside the building. Keys in the ignition and gas in the tank. Almost like it was a present, you know? Anyway, we jumped in and now here we are, screaming across the desert.
Ah!
Lotus is over there in the passenger seat. Snake and Seven and I are all squeezed into the back seat here. Still can't believe we let her drive.
Woohoo! This is so fun! This is so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around and there's no speed limit!
Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, alright?
You just said in your inner monologue it was a smooth ride.
This car jumps even a little and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
Hey, shut it. I can't help if I'm big, alright? Suck it up. Why don't you drive, Seven? I am a cop. I ain't gonna break the law. He doesn't have an international license.
Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat.
Oh, hell no. Alright.
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up. And Clover, there's no need to slow down. The car Santa and June are in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us.
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out. There's no doubt about it.
Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we?
Sure thing. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Oh, shit! God damn it, she doesn't have to drive so
Down
fast.
to the metal.
Man, I didn't even think a car like this could go this
Hit
fast.
the nitrous.
We're sure throwing up a lot of dust.
Hold on the windows. a couple hours after we'd run into the junior high students. They'd been hiding in the bushes on the back of one of the hills, drenching a kitten in gasoline. The moment we saw what they were doing, Jumpy ran up to them, furious.
Hey! What the hell are you doing?
Then he jumped on them. He quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could. "Help me, officer, please, you have to come with me." The policeman and I headed back to the hill. All we found was Jumpy, sprawled on the ground with a face covered in big, swelling lumps. "You couldn't run away after you threw the key to me?" I asked him. He stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth where a tooth had fallen out.
Yeah, I guess I coulda.
"Then why didn't you?"
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty?
Yeah, that too, but I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester. Remember?
Oh, you mean the bunnies.
Yeah, the bunnies.
He plucked some grass from the ground and tossed it into the wind.
They asked me what elementary school I was from, so I told them. Then they said they'd do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbits. I couldn't forgive him for that, so I... Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get.
Thank you, Junpei.
Of course, they probably don't know any more than I do. Like Ace. Well, I guess I should say Gintaro Hongu. Why did he create the Nonary Project?
What the...
Anybody? Any ideas?
The field thing. Why don't you ask him yourself?
Oh yeah, I guess I could.
He's still in the trunk, I assume?
Yeah, he is. Still tied up, I'm assuming, with his mouth taped shut. His eyes just look empty. No emotion. Looks like he's just given up. I wonder if he even cares what happens to him anymore. Hey, were you listening to us? Yeah, go ahead and try to pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Let's get that tape off your mouth. Come on, I know you were. Answer me. You could at least look at me when you talk, man. I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces. I thought if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field set, then perhaps I could see faces. By peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others. That's it? Yes, if you want to put it simply. But if you are looking for a more philosophical answer, I can supply that as well. You see, the human collective consciousness... I think that's enough out of you, pal. Time for the tape to go back on.
Alright, so what is your second question?
You said there were some things you didn't get, did you? Somebody's a little nosy. Well, my next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice
Thank
thing.
you.
What's the deal with that? What's the deal with Alice?
Well, see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own, hoping I'd catch him when I finally slipped up. During the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Gordain and Alice. But
Not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature? Sounds like Hongo has something to say. Alright, fine, I'll let you talk, but you gotta behave. What? Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant. My Research determined that it was a member of the genus Mandragora, of the family Solanaceae something. I was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it. I used that extract to create soap oil. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly. Shit, this is gonna go on forever. Tape's going back on, Hongo. The rest of my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride.
Here, this is for you.
I think that's Jumpy, actually. Here, this is for you.
What's this?
This is a For You doll. His name is Junpei.
Jumpy pulled something out of his pocket and shoved out his arm towards me. In his hand was a doll, made of yarn, small enough to fit in his palm. Jumpy, are you sure it's a For You doll?
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so. That means it's for you, right?
Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll?
What? That's... Oh, man. Oh, man.
Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right?
Yeah, I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea then.
Why are you giving me this anyway? It just seems really sudden.
Well, you know how after June, we aren't gonna get to see each other too much. I mean, we're gonna be in different schools, and I just thought I'd,
Oh. Okay, well, how about we call it June, then?
Okay. So I wanted to give you this.
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
Yes, I, head of tribe. This doll, traditional charm of tribe. So I give this, it's me, so we always together.
Oh, Jumpy.
If something bad, then hold and pray. I go wherever you are. So here, take.
I reached out my hand and picked up the doll gently. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy. Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and fell on June's tiny, warm yarn body. Oh, Jumpy, I'll never forget you. Promise. Jumpy looked straight into my eyes and said just 5 words. They were all ellipses.
I'll never forget you either.
The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it melted down toward the horizon. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills. We sat, bathed in the warm light of evening. Just the two of us, leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. The sun set and we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one, the lights of the town began to flicker on.
There's still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and also the only one that's really important. It has to do with June and Akane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic, but she's still alive now as June. But how? Was it because I tapped into the Morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago? Alright, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, then... how do I make sense of what Seven remembers? Snake makes sense. He's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But Seven, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or, wait, maybe that's not it at all. There is one other logical explanation. Was what you told me the truth, Seven? You look satisfied. No, no way. He couldn't.
Hey, look over there. There's somebody next to the road.
Huh?
What? Hmm? Dim legs. Whoa. What, What? 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 What the fuck? No, seriously, the fuck.
The burning gaze of the Nevada sun pounded down on her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on that shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. It would not be long before Junpei realized who she was.
That fucking Alice. I don't even know anymore. What? 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 No! Bullshit! No! Fuck! Game! No! Bull
That's safe.
fucking shit! What the crap was that?
So!
What? What? What the fuck?
Don't worry, Rhino, there's 2 sequels we can play in order to get more information.
I'm angry. No, not really.
Alright, Rhino, I'm going to see if I can at least provide theories. Tell me things that still confuse you.
I mean, there's one
One
that
at a
sticks out now.
One at a time, preferably. I'm trying to get back to the title screen while you do
Was
this.
that fucking Alice? Who
Yeah,
supposedly doesn't
I
exist?
I guess. Apparently I guess she does exist.
Okay, and, June, who kept falling over like she was fucking dying, and I think actually disappeared at one point. Was that, like, Figment? Not actually her? Or what?
If I could find a way to get back to the freaking... Sure, whatever. Here, save here. Yes, return to title screen. Okay, first question. Choose one.
What? Choose one what?
Choose a question, because you gave, like, a couple of them.
Okay, like, well, you already answered the Alice ones. I'm gonna say, like, June, quote unquote, like, was she real?
Okay, there are some things I knew about this game going into it. Not plot-related things, but various details that I think I could use to answer the question. Alright. June did exist.
Right.
She was indeed real. Time travel shenanigans is what we say.
Okay.
In order to explain why she supposedly died but currently exists. The idea is that she exists, she survived. It's implied at the end that Seven was actually conspiring with June as well, with Zero as well. So he might have just been lying.
To, like, make sure
It's
things
possible.
went as they...
Yeah, so it's possible that that even in this timeline, once Junpei like actually saved her, it became the timeline where she survived, and therefore what Seven had said had been a lie.
Okay. Why was she constantly falling over with fever?
That is to represent that you are on the wrong path. She has a fever and is burning up because of the incinerator.
Oh.
That is something I just know as a gameplay mechanic. In that, if June has a fever, you're on the wrong path.
Like,
except for the very first time it happens, which is like when the 9th man dies.
like, so if you see her have a fever, you're like, well, shit, I fucked up already.
Basically, yeah. Well, it's not, like, you can use it as that sense. I don't think that's necessarily what it's meant for. Well, I guess it sort of is, but yeah. That's also the same way with Seven getting headaches.
But he got a massive one at the end.
When he no, not just headache, not just remembering stuff. When he legitimately says that I've got a headache, I'm feeling dizzy.
Oh, not just
at the end he was just at the end he was just like, I'm remembering. All right, next. Pick one and spit it out.
Why was there more than one of the 9, and why go through the bother of redoing the numbers on some to make it show what it actually wasn't?
Okay, first, more than one 9. Gonna be honest, I don't entirely know why they did it, but I assume for some emergency purpose. Santa had the 0 bracelet, and June had the 9 bracelet. Presumably, and maybe if there was some sort of emergency, they could both go along with any team. If they had to, like, reveal, hey, our bracelets are different, but this is an emergency, we need to go with you, and split up.
Okay.
What was your other question?
What?
The trouble of, what was it? Redoing the 9 into a Q.
No, that wasn't it.
Oh.
It was partly about the why make the numbers say what they aren't and make MASH be other things, but you said it was an emergency thing so between the two, whichever.
Yeah. And, alright, what other questions? For the record, this is all a combination of various details I know and theories I've come up with on my own.
So, was June under the gas mask?
I think he was either June or Santa.
I guess it doesn't particularly matter which, but okay.
I'm pretty sure it would have had to have been both of them, simply because how would you find 7 people, kidnap them all, get them to a location before any of them wake up in less than the time it takes for that gas to wear off?
This one I'm fairly certain you're kind of on the same side, but I'm
okay.
Aside from maybe her attitude making things end up how it should, why was Lotus there? That's what I thought.
Her computer skills helped with a couple puzzles.
I guess. I guess that leads me to another question. So, were the puzzles exactly how they were 9 years, but because the people were older, they could solve them on just one side, whereas children wouldn't?
I don't think so. I think some of the puzzles might have been the same, but if they were all the same, literally everyone except Seven, Lotus, and Junpei would have been able to solve them. Because, would have been able to, like, solve or at least help more, because Ace knew what they were, he built them. Clover and Snake had played it before, and maybe... Well, Clover had actually been in the building, so she would have been going through the same puzzles. And Santa June obviously would have played dumb, but I think they were different puzzles. The one at the end would have had to have been the same in order for the Morphic, the thing to work. The field. Because Junpei had to solve it and transmit the answer to Akane. Yeah. So the one at the end was the same.
And the one with the watch?
I think the others were
And the one with the watch that allowed Ace to go in and murder the guy?
Yes. I believe, for the record, that the reason that one would have been the same is because, maybe June was like, well, while I'm doing this, let's kill the people, let's get the people killed, since that caused this in the first place, because why not? Without me actually killing them. So yeah, I think that's what that was.
Let's let him kill people.
Yeah. It's worth noting Ace did. Ace ended up being the one who killed all of them. I don't think the tests were typically the same. Especially since some of them seemed like they relied pretty heavily on other things that might have been out of... Some things, like, ignoring the Because here's something to think about. Over the... okay, building Q and the ship. The tests were the same in both. So... even if the tests were too hard for a kid to solve, they would have been too hard for a kid to solve even in the building. So and a lot of these tests were too hard for a kid to solve, simply based on the fact that one of them involved hacking into a computer.
Okay.
So yeah, I am fairly certain that they were different tests.
Okay.
Especially since Clover and Snake would have recognized it.
Okay, Clover's very small for an 18-year-old.
I've seen some short 18-year-olds.
Yeah, but she's like, her physical appearance and the way she acts made her seem a lot young.
Yeah.
Which I'm guessing it may have just been, like, aged up or something.
I mean, it's an anime thing.
Yeah, admittedly, that's true. Okay, just...
Anything else bothering you? No, I don't know why Ice Nine and Alice was actually brought up.
Well, I mean, she appeared at the end, so it's something.
I guess. I think it was mostly red herring.
Apparently not as red as we thought.
It was like,
pinkish.
But,
I guess that's it for now. Just, I kind of don't want to see the other endings.
Too bad.
No, really, I would definitely not. I don't even know. I'm just gonna be like, meh. Oh, wait a minute. Why can he die in the other endings? Why can people die in the other endings if, like, we don't have detonators and, like, the other shit?
I mean, we haven't died. We didn't die through detonators in the sub ending or the safe ending.
Well, no, not the...
We got stabbed.
I guess that was just Ace, wasn't it? Or probably.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think in the sub ending, it was Ace pretending to be dead, and then he killed everyone else. He just stabbed him. Yeah, and I think in the other endings, we're killed by non-detonator things as well. Especially since they're called the axe ending and the knife ending.
Well, I guess there's an axe in the captain's room, so I'm assuming that's where that's going to come. Let it be known, playing this game late at night is making me check my hallway.
You want to know what this game does to me? Every time I see a number that has 2 or more digits, I come up with its digital root.
I'll tell you one thing, this game makes you fairly good at that quick math. I still love that we're sitting there at the end, it's like, what could it be? 9? What the fuck?
I thought it'd be an actual password. That was so lame. I would have preferred the Sudoku.
I mean, 9 was everywhere. Which is why I thought 999 would be it, because no one uses a single-digit password. I do find it funny that it was originally just Sudoku.
I mean, it is, it's themed after 9s.
Yeah.
So it makes sense, and it would have been more challenging. I've heard that it wasn't a particularly difficult Sudoku. It was still more difficult than Password 9!
It'd be funny if it's like it was actual Sudoku, actual
Sudoku,
and they actually timed you.
Oh, God.
You'd be like, alright, Junpei wasted most of your time. You have 10 minutes. Solve the Sudoku.
I mean, I could solve relatively simple Sudokus relatively fast.
I mean, yeah, I get that, but it just would be one of the things.
Yeah. Alright, so...
Oh, we're still recording?
Yeah, I've just been answering your questions for the video,
so... Awkward.
Besides one more video of showing the pickups of that one room we didn't do and the 2 endings, I have been Max, also known as Junpei and Ace and Lotus and
Santa.
Ninth Man and Santa, and I think I was someone else. No, I don't think I was.
No, I guess not. Alright. Rhino, also known as June, and Clover, and Snake, and Seven, and Zero, and Young June, and the anonymous warning robot voice.
And we'll see you next time for the pickups. And then we'll see you in something
and
else.
That guy right
hopefully
behind
something. Yeah, hopefully something less crazy.
Whoosh.